Integrity is the practice of being honest and showing a consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong moral and ethical principles and values. In ethics, integrity is regarded as honesty and truthfulness or accuracy of one's actions. The word integrity evolved from the Latin adjective integer, meaning whole or complete. In this context, integrity is the inner sense or wholeness derived from qualities such as honesty and consistency of character. This week on The Eagle, we shall be dealing with issues around integrity. So, thank you for joining us on another episode of The Eagle. My name is Aisha Muhammad.
I am Abdurrashid Bawa. I stand against corruption. I call on every patriotic Nigerian to lend their voices in this crusade. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. Together we will make Nigeria great.
The Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, reminded the corrupt that though the wheel of justice may grind slowly, justice would definitely be served. Osinbajo made the remarks at the public presentation of the Integrity and Zero Tolerance Club's manual by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). At the event, which took place at the Assembly Hall of the Model Secondary School Maitama Abuja, the Vice President stressed that there is no time bar or statute of limitation against a crime. Ojojo Kutami was there and now reports.
The Vice President, who was the special guest of honor, said it was important to recognize that integrity, honesty, and trustworthiness were crucial individual and collective attributes for successful people and communities. He noted that every corrupt act was not just a crime, but a crime against the society and even children yet unborn. He said every public officer who steals and robs the Nigerian society of funds for healthcare, education, and other social amenities is destroying the reputation of Nigerians and Nigeria as a country. He therefore urged everyone to become the police against corruption and wrongdoing. Stressing that all young Nigerians become the army that will fight corruption, Osinbajo reminded that the reputation of the country is all in the arms of the new formidable army of integrity being built. He encouraged all Nigerian students to join the army to fight corruption and dishonesty.
I want to say to the young people here in particular, that you represent the army that must fight corruption, not because somebody has preached to you or because it seems like a nice thing to do, no. Because your future depends on it. The reputation of your country is all that you will have in the next few years. You want to do business, you want to, whatever you want to do. You want to go abroad, you want to, whatever. It is that reputation. And those who destroy the reputation of the country are not doing you good. They are doing you great evil. And you must ensure that you join the army to fight corruption, to fight dishonesty, because it simply is dangerous, not just for you, but for the entire society and for the future. Every public officer who steals robs the Nigerian society of funds for healthcare, for education, etc.
The Vice President also commended the EFCC chairman for the initiative. He stressed that in Nigeria today, the greatest challenge is how to safeguard the youth from the ethical crisis and confusion confronting the nation.
So let me again commend the visionary chairman of the EFCC, Mr. Abdurrashid Bawa, for this great initiative, and also for realizing that we must develop an anti-corruption army. That army is waiting in our schools, and that we must teach them that corruption is the worst destroyer of destinies and people, and that they must fight it as one fights a mortal enemy in a war.
Earlier in his welcome address, the EFCC chairman, Abdurrashid Bawa, said the clubs were designed not only to improve the understanding and sensitivity of children and youth to the issue of economic and financial crimes, but also promote integrity, honesty, transparency, and accountability. He stated that the manual is a viable template that will ensure that children and youth are exposed to impactful and life-transforming values in an organized and sustainable manner. Bauer said the manual will serve as a guide to all actors that have roles to play in molding the characters of the young population in various schools and offers the Commission a framework for quality assurance and control.
The manuals which are being unveiled today are viable templates that will ensure that our children and youth are exposed to impactful and life-transforming values in an organized and sustainable manner. They will serve as a guide to all actors that have roles to play in molding the character of this young population in various schools, and also offer the Commission a framework for quality assurance and control.
The EFCC chairman also commended the Federal Capital Territory Universal Education Board for embracing the initiative. He then urged state education boards, vice-chancellors, rectors and provosts of universities, polytechnics and colleges of education across the country to key into the Zero Tolerance Club initiative and mobilize their students to embrace the fight against economic and financial crimes.
We believe that the EFCC Integrity Club and Zero Tolerance Club adds a welcome variety to the learning experience of our children and youth with long-term potential as a catalyst for the fight against economic and financial crimes in Nigeria. They present an exiting potential to arrest the drift of young people to criminality by fortifying their moral fiber at the cradle of their character formation. We commend the Federal Capital Territory Universal Education Board for embracing this initiative and providing a platform for the launch of these manuals. This partnership is one which we hope to replicate across the country. I therefore call on the state education boards to partner with the Commission by mandating all schools under their supervision to establish EFCC integrity clubs.
Stakeholders from the anti-corruption and educational sectors attended the launch of the manual and in their goodwill messages commended the vision of the EFCC in addressing the issue of value orientation among school children and the youth. The chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Financial Crimes, Ibrahim Abdullahi Dutse, said there was no better time for the EFCC to engage children in the anti-corruption fight. He commended the EFCC for the beautiful initiative aimed at catching the younger ones at an early stage to instill the spirit of integrity in them.
Executive Chairman, thank you so much for bringing this idea of catching them young. That is taking the fight to where it should actually go. And that is from our primary schools, secondary schools, and indeed our universities. By the time our primary school pupils, and of course the secondary school pupils too, graduate, probably they would have a second look of what corruption is. So to that extent and for that reason, I want to say a big thank you once more to the Executive Chairman for this initiative.
Similarly, the chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Anti-Corruption, Nicholas Garba, assured the EFCC that the House of Representatives will partner with the Commission in areas of legislation and provision of funding to help it achieve its mandates.
I want to assure the EFCC that the House of Representatives stand ready to partner with you both in the area of legislation and of course in the area of adequate funding to ensure that you are able to carry out your mandate as necessary.
Representative of the FCT Minister, who is the Permanent Secretary of the FCTA, Adeshola Olushade, said they will continue to support the EFCC in the effective discharge of its responsibilities and pledge to key into the Commission's programs that are designed to build in children a desire for hard work and integrity, as these are the only path to success.
On our part, the FCT administration will continue to support the Commission in the effective discharge of its responsibilities, and we pledge to key into your programs that are designed to build in our children a desire for hard work and integrity as the only path to success. In this regard, we shall, going forward, actively promote membership of the EFCC Integrity and Zero Tolerance Clubs in all FCT schools as part of our curriculum.
On his part, the representative of the Minister of Education, Adegboye Adebola, said the manual will serve as a resource guide for anti-corruption in all institutions in Nigeria. He stressed that it will also form part of the Commission's initiative and effort to standardize the program of orientation of children and youth in all tiers of the Nigerian educational system in line with the strategic plan of the EFCC.
The manual will serve as a resource guide for anti-corruption in all our primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions in Nigeria. It will also form part of the Commission's initiative and efforts to standardize the program of orientation of children and youths in all tiers of our educational system in line with the strategic plan of EFCC to engage the public in the fight against economic and financial crimes at all levels of Nigeria's educational system.
The Executive Chairman of the National Universities Commission, NUC, Professor Abubakar Adamu Rashid, said the launch of the manual will set the tone for effective advocacy in mobilizing the youth, especially students in universities, to embrace the fight against economic and financial crimes. He said it was heartwarming that the project was undertaken by the youthful and highly effective, efficient and competent chairman of EFCC, Abdul Rashid Bawa.
Let me seize this opportunity to congratulate the chairman of EFCC and his staff for putting in place this laudable and strategic project. It is, I believe, I firmly hold, that working together with the key stakeholders in the education sector, we shall, by God's grace, marshal not only the will, but the requisite tools that would make the project a resounding success.
The principal of Model Secondary School, Maitama Abuja, Mrs. Emagung Elizabeth Godwin, who was highly elated to host the launch, congratulated the EFCC for the initiative and urged all stakeholders in the education sector to key into the program and save Nigerian children from the wicked arms of corruption, even as children.
While we welcome everyone to this heroic occasion, I congratulate the EFCC for this noble dream come true. And I pray everyone to give the Commission all the necessary support to build these clubs to become strong basis for our children in the anti-corruption war. As for Model Secondary School Maitama, we stand against corruption and will do everything within our power to encourage our students to stand up against the crime.
Highlights of the event were the unveiling of the operational manual for the Integrity and Zero Tolerance Clubs, cutting of the Integrity and Zero Tolerance Manual cake, unveiling of the Integrity Manual signpost, and performance by students of Model Secondary School, Maitama Abuja.
Country at large, our values is integrity, honesty, discipline, responsibility, tolerance, patriotism, and unity. We are integrity. We are integrity. We are Nigeria. We are Nigeria. We are united. We are united. And together we must dance the dance of unity.
Well, you will agree with me that the only way to enjoy a better future where everything works is when you have a corrupt-free society. So let's make Nigeria great for our children and the ones unborn by shunning all forms of economic crimes. The Executive Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC, Abdulrashid Bawa, has restated the desire of the Commission to intensify its training collaboration with the Nigerian Defense Academy (NDA), especially in the area of cybersecurity, to tackle emerging threats. He stated this when he received the Commandant NDA, Major General I.M. Yusuf, at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Again, Ojochokutami Eche is our guide.
While expressing gratitude to the NDA for coming to the aid of the Commission in 2016 and 2017 in training the highest number of cadets ever assembled for a course in the EFCC, Bawa commended NDA's interest in cybersecurity. He stated that it is good to know that NDA has interest in cybersecurity, intelligence and security studies, and has a full-fledged department in that regard. This, he said, should be encouraged and acknowledged. The EFCC boss also told the visitors that the Commission has accepted their request for training collaboration and assured them that the modalities for the cooperation will be worked out.
It's an opportunity for the EFCC to thank the NDA for coming to our aid in 2016 and 2017 and train the highest number of cadets we ever assembled for a course because of the opportunity that you gave us to use your facilities. We continue to collaborate with you for some of your students that want to use our laboratory for their academic journey, and be rest assured that our Kaduna command will continue. You have closest proximity with them.
Speaking earlier, General Yusuf thanked Bawa for the warm reception and expressed hope that the meeting would be the beginning of bigger collaborations between the NDA and the EFCC. He stated that the NDA would want the EFCC to be part of all their programs, even if it means signing a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU), as has been done with other agencies.
My delegation, indeed the entire academy, hopes that this visit will be the beginning of a bigger collaboration, between the academy and EFCC.
Ojochukutami Eche, reporting for The Eagle.
My people, my name is Emeka, Mekus Kamat. Let me get all this motor. I don't learn my lesson. Somebody come buy motor for my hand, carry big money, come give me. Now when we get bust, now my eye open. I don't know that 419 be. Now when EFCC grab them, now they come grab me too. Now he make me, they warn you, all of them when they do business like me, where they carry big money. Well, I go sometimes I go carry transfer, carry bring back. Yeah, make una shine in my eye because the special control unit against money laundering, what they call SCUMO, they don't want say if the money pass 5 million naira for individual, no collect them. If it pass 10 million naira for company, no collect them. Carry and go where? Bank. If you not do them like that, 250,000 naira for every day where this offense happen, or they go suspend your license, or they go cuckoo, shut them down, pata for your hand. No talk say I know 1 year.
This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Next on the program is the Court Update segment with Abbas Abubakar Umar. Over to you, Abbas.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has once again recorded success in its convictions within 21st to 25th November 2022, where the Commission secured a total of 107 convictions. A breakdown of the convictions placed the Ibadan Command on top of the list with 39. Port Harcourt got 27, while the Lagos Command secured 14 convictions. Headquarters of the Commission in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, got 8, while Enugu and Benin Command each got 5 convictions. Kano Command secured 4, Abuja, Makurdi, Maiduguri, Ilori, Sokoto and Uyo commands have 2 convictions to their credit, while the Kaduna command got 1, making a total of 107 convictions for week 48, which is between 21st to 25th November 2022. There is this proverb that says, "It is too late when the head is already cut off." The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, once again urges Nigerians to join the fight against all forms of economic and financial crimes, money laundering, extortion, advance fee fraud, which is also known as Yahoo Yahoo, exam malpractice, and many other economic and financial crimes. Say something when you see something. Back to you, Aisha.
And with that update and convictions from last week, we end this week's episode of The Eagle. Don't forget that you can send an email to info@efcc.gov.ng and speak to our officers on 0809 3322644 and follow us on all our social media platforms at official EFCC for all matters relating to economic and financial crimes. Use the EFCC mobile app, the Eagle Eye, to report any fraud you see happening around you. You download the app, you follow the steps and report fraud on the go. And you can also take pictures of corrupt practices and upload them. I am Aisha Mohammed, leaving you with this parting words that says, integrity is the ingredient that will enable you to forge rapidly ahead on the highway that leads to success. We can be truthful and maintain our integrity in our own personal dealings. Let's stand for integrity. Let's do the right thing always. Goodbye. God bless Nigeria. Please do stay safe, be kind to yourself and to others around you, and do enjoy the rest of the week.